This is Sylvia Saber with OpTv Global Headlines. Starting with the top international stories for the day. United States President Joe Biden has dispatched his top diplomat to the Middle East just days after an Egypt-brokered ceasefire was reached to end the Israeli military's deadly 11-day bombardment of the Gaza Strip and the firing of rockets towards Israel. Many of the commercial, innovative sites targeted by Israeli forces were invaluable resources for the blockaded enclave. It was the only facility in the entire Gaza Strip to be able to manufacture staple medical supplies such as stethoscopes and tourniquets. U.S. President Joe Biden has thanked Egypt for its successful diplomacy and coordination with the United States to reach a ceasefire to end 11 days of Israeli military attacks on the Gaza Strip and rocket fire towards Israel. Saudi Arabia has granted a free extension of the validity of visas and ikamas until June 2nd for expatriates who are currently stranded in the countries facing a travel ban due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Australia will shutter its embassy in Afghanistan this week. Prime Minister Scott Morrison has announced, underscoring deep fears about the increasingly uncertain security environment in Kabul as foreign troops withdraw. Morrison said on Tuesday the facility would close as an interim measure on May 28 in 3 days, in light of the imminent international military withdrawal from Afghanistan. Thousands across the U.S., including friends and relatives of black man George Floyd, will gather to commemorate the first anniversary of his death under a white policeman's knee. Floyd, 46, was killed on May 25, 2020 by police officer Derek Chauvin, who kneeled on his neck for more than 9 minutes in Minneapolis. Hundreds of thousands of people across the Australian state of Queensland were left without electricity after an explosion at a power station. Energy companies are now scrambling to restore power while local officials have warned of traffic chaos. Iran has agreed to extend by 1 month an agreement allowing the International Atomic Energy Agency to keep surveillance cameras at nuclear sites. It said the extension was a gesture of good faith while talks on lifting the sanctions continued in Vienna. Now let's take a look at the top national updates. The Foreign Office spokesperson Monday vehemently rejected speculations about the presence of a U.S. military or air base inside Pakistan, saying such baseless and irresponsible speculations must be avoided. China appreciated Prime Minister Imran Khan's remarks on China-Pakistan Economic Corridor, saying that the Chinese side was having a discussion with third parties, including Afghanistan, on the extension of the flagship project. The Supreme Court of Pakistan on Tuesday issued a notice to PMLN President Shehbaz Sharif on a plea from the federal government challenging the Lahore High Court decision to allow him to travel abroad. The Sindh High Court on Tuesday took up a petition seeking lifetime disqualification of Chief Minister Murad Ali Shah as member of the Sindh Assembly. Prime Minister Imran Khan has asked the youth to take full advantage of skills education and Kamyab Jawan programs launched by the present government for creation of job opportunities in the country. He said 50,000 scholarships will be given for high-tech skills including artificial intelligence and big data. He also said the skill education program also envisages training in several other fields as well. Prime Minister Imran Khan on Monday visited headquarters of the Inter-Services Intelligence along with federal ministers and other government functionaries. Now let's take a look at the health updates. Pakistan's coronavirus positivity ratio has dropped to the lowest level in 10 weeks as the country reported a 4.82% positivity rate today after 2,253 new infections over the past 24 hours. The UN declared the world at war against COVID-19 as India's death toll passed 300,000 and Japan opened its first mass vaccination centers. Over 250,000 people were vaccinated against the coronavirus across Pakistan yesterday, Planning and Development Minister Asad Umar said on Tuesday. Now let's take a look at what's happening in the world of entertainment. American reality TV star Kim Kardashian is under legal trouble after she was hit with a lawsuit by her former maintenance staff. The fashion model 40 was sued by 7 of her former gardening and maintenance staff members of her Hidden Hills mansion for being late with their pay and withholding 10% of it for taxes, and then proceeding to not forward those sums to the government. Kate Middleton and Prince William visited Scotland's Violence Reduction Unit earlier this week as part of their royal duties, where the Duchess of Cambridge tried her hand at DJing to create a tune. Let's take a look at the business updates. In Karachi, the country's current account balance posted a small deficit of $200 million in April 2021, 61% lower than in April 2020, the State Bank of Pakistan said on Tuesday. Federal Minister for Planning and Development Asad Umar said on Monday that construction work on 306 kilometers Sakkar-Hyderabad motorway project will start soon. Moving on to the world of science and technology. In Karachi, the lunar eclipse being named as Superfluor Blood Moon will not be visible in Pakistan due to daylight. The eclipse of the moon will be started at 11:39 a.m. in the day. The total lunar eclipse will start from 4:11 p.m. and it will end at 6:05 p.m. During the full moon eclipse on Wednesday, due to the moon being closest to the earth, in the celestial spectacle the moon will appear to be red for 14 minutes.